We have here a really great example of a multi-step word problem that has to do with area. By the way, it's a lot like one of your homework problems. You have a dozen rectangular planks, and I have the dimensions 8 foot by 3 foot here. We know that it's how much a pint of paint covers, 125 square feet. And I know that each pint costs $3.50, so I need to know how much I'm going to pay. That's a lot of different steps here. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to talk about this as a process. The first thing we got to do is we've got to find the area. So once we find the area, then we have to find the number of pints. And then once we have that, we can find the cost. So we're going to have to take this step by step. First step, we've got to find area. And if I just kind of sketch something here, what I've got is 8 feet here by 3 feet here. So area is going to be length times width, or 8 times 3, that's 24. But I have to pay careful attention to the fact of how many of these planks I have. We've got a dozen of these planks. So my total area is going to be 12 times 24. That is 288 square feet. So I've done step one. I have found the area. I'm going to have to remember this number right here to figure out what the number of pints is going to be. Okay, so now what I have to do is I have to find the number of pints. Now to do this, I'm going to think about the fact that each pint of paint that I'm going to use covers 125 square feet. And if you remember, we had 288 square feet. So we're going to divide that by the 125. And it's calculator time. When I used my calculator, what I got was 2.304, and that's the number of pints. Well, okay, you got a problem. You can't walk into a store and say, I need 2.304 pints. So how many pints do we need? Well, we need 2 and some more. So I need 3 pints. Okay, once we have that, we got to remember that number because that's what we're going to use to find the cost. So now we have to find the cost, and the nice thing that we're dealing with here is we've got 3 pints times, we know how much each one costs, $3.50. So that is $3.50 per pint. And of course the nice thing that happens here is that pints and pints cancel out. So what we're going to have left with is $10.50. So we went through this process where what we had to do first was look at the information to find the area, then figure out how many pints we needed, and finally get the cost. Hopefully this will help you with a similar homework problem that deals with area.